Please be seated. Professor Glick, Mace Bearer, Chair of the University Faculty Senate, and Professor of Surgery and Management, will officially open the College of Arts and Sciences graduate commencement ceremony. Dr. Glick.
Thank you. President Tripathi. The graduates, the candidates for degrees, the faculty, the staff, and the parents, families, and friends of the graduates and candidates are now assembled. I hereby declare the College of Arts and Sciences graduate commencement at the University at Buffalo to be officially opened.
Honored guests, members of the University President's Cabinet, Associate Deans, faculty, staff, students, and family, I'm Graham Hamill, Vice Provost for Educational Affairs and Dean of the Graduate School. On behalf of the University at Buffalo community, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2018 College of Arts and Sciences graduate commencement. Please stand if you are able and join in the singing of our national anthem performed by Miss Isabella Rofe.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. As Dean of the Graduate School, I'm delighted to welcome you to this commencement ceremony. Candidates for master's and doctoral programs from across the College of Arts and Sciences, we are here to honor your achievements. It takes an immense amount of dedication, discipline, and drive to make it to this moment. You are here because of your talent and your hard work. Congratulations. It's also important to acknowledge that you couldn't have done this alone. You've been able to accomplish so much because of those who have supported you emotionally, spiritually, and financially. Please join me in applauding your family and loved ones who have supported you throughout your graduate studies. You've also received support from our faculty who've worked alongside you as teachers, as coaches, and as mentors during your time at UB. At this point, I ask the faculty to stand and be recognized for their many contributions to your graduate education. Please stand. The graduate faculty in the College of Arts and Sciences is made up of remarkable individuals who have dedicated their lives to a field of study, to the pursuit of a core set of questions, and to the advancement of society through the advancement of education. I think of faculty like Luis Velarde in chemistry, whose research enables scientists to solve challenging problems in areas from healthcare to alternative energy, and at the same time, he translates that research into K through 12 education so that the materials he develops will also be used to advance science education for K through 12 students. Or I think of Eva Jarek in comparative literature, a leading scholar of feminist theory who was recently recognized for her commitment to mentoring graduate students as well as her faculty colleagues. Or I think of Mary Nell Troutner in sociology, whose research asks us to consider how social practices create and perpetuate social inequality, and who carries out her dedication to social justice and equity in her work as a DGS and also in her work as a PhD advisor, working to create a supportive academic environment for all graduate students. At this ceremony, we hood graduates of our PhD programs. This ritual is meant to indicate that each of you being awarded a PhD degree is joining a unique group of individuals committed to probing questions at the frontier of knowledge. My hope for you, for all of you here, is that you bring with you the habits of mind, the dispositions, and the values instilled in you by the graduate faculty of UB's College of Arts and Sciences. That these dispositions, values, and habits of mind guide you throughout your professional career, whether that career takes you to libraries, laboratories, studios, whether it takes you to the academy, to industry, to government, or to the nonprofit world. The world needs your commitment, your intelligence, and your passion. Thank you. To begin our program officially, I have the pleasure to introduce University at Buffalo President Dr. Satish K. Tripathi.
Good afternoon. I would like to offer a warm welcome and a heartfelt thank you to the parents, family members, friends joining us today. Your graduates have come this far in no small part thanks to your thoughtful guidance and your study support. And today we gather to recognize your graduates' achievement for the milestone it is and to celebrate the capstone for their hard work. With that, let me be among the first to wish the College of Arts and Sciences graduate class of 2018 congratulations. You have come a long way. Your journey to today has been marked by dedication and perhaps frustration. By study and self-reflection, by trial and error, and by more late nights than you may care to remember. Along the way, you embraced new modes of thinking. You debated issues from different angles. You transferred your classroom learning to real-world challenges. You found your purpose and you pursued your passion. Throughout this transformative process of enlightenment, you have gained priceless knowledge about your field of study and, just as important, about yourself. So if I asked you, class of 2018, to single out the most important aspect of your academic program that has brought your education to life, what would that be? Don't worry, this is not a test. But as you embark on the next phase of your life, it is a question worth pondering. Although it has been many years since I sat where you sit today, I would argue that our most important profound learnings do not just take place in the lecture hall. We don't read them in a textbook or discover them inside a lab. They don't come to us out in the field. Truth be told, education cannot be captured in a single moment. It is ongoing, continuous, constantly evolving. And with every stride we take, we seek a true understanding of respect given and of respect earned. Respect, compassion, integrity, and justice are cornerstones of UB's guiding principles. We respect each other even when we have divergent life experiences. We respect our environment by being responsible stewards of the earth. And we respect what we have learned by putting that precious knowledge to its best use, namely to address society's most pressing problems. Your UB education truly, the entire scope of your UB experience, has elevated your consciousness about the world around you. It has primed your sense of civic, professional, and ethical responsibility, values you will tap every day of your life. It has stoked your sense of purpose, indeed, your sense of greater purpose. At the start of the academic year, we welcome to campus Malala Yousafzai, the education rights activist who has earned respect the world over for her courage and her convictions. When Malala accepted the Nobel Peace Prize in 2014, she noted that the progress and development were happening only in certain parts of the world. However, Malala said, there are many countries where millions suffer for the very old problems of war, poverty, and injustice. Malala continued by saying, let us become the first generation to decide to be the last that sees empty classrooms, lost childhoods, and waste potentials. It is my sincere hope that your UB education has provided you with the intellectual resources grounded in respect, compassion, integrity, and justice to do not only good things with your life, but to do great things with your life. Throughout your education, you have already done much in this regard. For instance, we have witnessed how you have explored slave resistance in antebellum South, analyzed the removal of pharmaceutical from wastewater, and examined the history of glacial melting near the Arctic Circle. Your education here has set the stage for the rest of your life. It is your time to put your imprint on the world around you by contributing to the world around you. Class of 2018, I have every confidence that as you go out in the world, you will make it a better and brighter place. We look forward to seeing the impact of all of your accomplishments. Congratulations on your great achievement and all the best wishes on the road ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, President Tripathi. I would now like to introduce Dr. Robin G. Schulze, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Thank you. Congratulations, everyone. You have accomplished what few people ever do. You have achieved an advanced degree from a first-class, world-class research institution. You should be very, very proud of yourselves, proud of your achievement, mission accomplished. Or, at least, one itty-bitty part of the very start of your mission accomplished. Your mission is far greater than your degree and the amazing research you did to get that degree. Your mission is critical, it is vast, and it will take you a lifetime. Your mission is to push the boundaries of what we know and to solve important problems. Your mission is to convince everyone you meet of the value and relevance of what you know, to argue that relevance in word and in deed, and to inspire others every single day of your life. Your mission is nothing less than to keep culture and art and science and knowledge alive, and in doing so, to keep humanity alive. Because without culture and art and science and knowledge, we truly die, all of us, all together. Your hood is not just a symbol of the work you have completed, but of the mission you have accepted. Don't ever forget how important that mission is and how much we, the members of this great university, appreciate and support it. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Dean Schulze. We will now begin the awards portion of the ceremony by first presenting the UB President's Medal. I now ask Dr. Tripathi to return to the podium.
From time to time, the University at Buffalo president has the honor of presenting the UB President's Medal in recognition of individuals who have extended truly extraordinary effort on behalf of our university and the communities we serve. Created in 1990, this medal is presented in recognition of, in the words of the original medal description, outstanding scholarly or artistic achievement, humanitarian acts, contributions of time and treasure, exemplary leadership, or any other major contribution to the development of the University at Buffalo and the quality of life in the UB community. It is my honor to have the opportunity to recognize one such individual from the College of Arts and Sciences this year. Would Professor Chris Miller please join me at the podium? A highly regarded member of our UB community, Dr. Chris Miller, is a SUNY Distinguished Professor and the Edward H. Butler Professor in the Department of English. Since joining UB faculty in 2006, Dr. Miller has raised the profile of the English department, the College of Arts and Sciences, and UB with her thoughtful and engaged scholarship. Considered one of the foremost authorities on the poetry of Emily Dickinson, Dr. Miller is renowned for her interpretations of Dickinson's poetry. Her book on the subject has been praised as masterpieces of scholarly production and among the most important critical studies in Dickinson's ever written. Among the many accolades Dr. Miller has received, last year she was honored with the Modern Language Association's Biennial Prize for the scholarly edition of her book titled Emily Dickinson's Poems as she preserved them. Dr. Miller's scholarship extends to the Civil War and the modernist period with a particular focus on Marianne Moore. As director of the Marianne Moore Digital Archive, she is furthering more studies and developing digital tools for textual studies in the humanities. Dr. Miller's national and international leadership positions, including co-founding and serving as president of Emily Dickinson's International Society and serving as president of the International Modernist Studies Association. Dedicated to enhancing UB's intellectual landscape, Dr. Miller has served as the chair of the English department and has shaped key conversations throughout her committee work at the university and the college level. Truly, our university, our community, and the greater scholarly community have been enriched by Dr. Miller's significant contribution. It is with great pride and pleasure that I present the University UB's President's Medal to Dr. Chris Miller.
I don't know if you can hear the clatter of the bells. President Tripathi, graduates, families and friends of graduates, and my faculty colleagues, I'm extremely honored to receive this award. Thank you. Under the assumption, true or not, that the President's Medal comes to me primarily for scholarly achievement in working on 19th and 20th century poetry, I'm going to take my few minutes here not to talk about myself, but to talk about what we can learn from the study of a poem. In this case, a poem written by early 20th century American poet Marianne Moore in 1943 during the Second World War, about what it means to have a fully functioning mind. Because of time limits, I'll read just a part of the poem. It begins, "The mind is an enchanting thing, is an enchanted thing, like the glaze on a katydid wing, subdivided by sun till the nettings are legion, like Gieseking playing Scarlatti. It has memory's ear that can hear without having to hear. It is memory's eye, its conscientious inconsistency. It tears off the veil, tears the temptation, the mist the heart wears, if the heart has a face, from its eyes. It takes apart dejection, its fire in the dove neck's iridescence, in the inconsistencies of Scarlatti. Unconfusion submits its confusion to proof. It's not a Herod's oath that cannot change. This is not a description, it's a definition of what makes that organ we normally call the brain truly a mind, that is, something capable of thought, memory, ethical action. Moore begins by calling attention to the fact that the mind is not self-enclosed, not narcissistic or egocentric. It can enchant others, be enchanting, but it is also enchanted by things outside itself. It is enchanted by subtlety, precision, beauty, knowledge, the exceptional performance of music, the play of iridescent light in nature, and also by confusion. It is conscientiously inconsistent. That is, it is not rule-bound or rigid. A mind that is alive, is both capable of inconsistency and open to proof. It looks inward with memory's internal ear and eye, but also outward to tear off the veil or mist of temptation, perhaps the temptation to believe in its own absolute rightness. A mind that is alive to enchantment in the world finds reasons to live. It takes apart dejection. Most of all, as Moore concludes, the mind can change. It is not a Herod's oath. While it is important to keep promises, it is more important to realize when those promises lead to unethical or destructive consequences. Bad decisions should be reversed. One thinks not just of Herod, but of Hitler and the genocide ongoing in 1943. The mind that is capable of thinking and learning is, by definition, open to change. This is what I hope for you graduates and for all others in the audience. A lifetime of possessing a mind capable of joy in the arts, appreciation of even the smallest iridescent beauties in nature, filled with ideas or generosity or creativity that will enchant others, and a mind that is alive to learning, that can change. Again, President Tripathi, many thanks for the honor of this award, and best of luck to all you graduates in building lives that include enchantment.
Thank you, President Tripathi, and congratulations, Dr. Miller. It is my pleasure to now announce the names of recipients of university awards and special fellowships from amongst this year's degree candidates in attendance. Will each award or fellowship recipient please rise when your name is announced and remain standing, and audience, please hold your applause until all recipients have been recognized. Awards to graduate students for excellence in teaching are presented to graduate students at UB who have demonstrated exemplary performance as instructors in our classrooms and laboratories. Among this year's graduates, those who received Institutional Excellence in Teaching Awards during their programs of study include Tanya Aho, Laura Audrey Levon Brady, Allison Seinel, and David Nicholas Strittmatter. Fellowships are special study opportunities and forms of support designed to attract and retain graduate students who have exceptional academic records and further potential. Author Alfonso Schomburg Fellowships are awarded to highly qualified members of groups underrepresented at the graduate level who display superior academic promise. This fellowship is named in honor of one of the 20th century's most highly respected scholars of Afro-Latin American and Afro-American culture. The recipients of the Schomburg Fellowship among this year's graduating class are John Burdick, Stephen John Demchak, Erica Duty, Whitney Fosco, Intar Ali Galt, Sean Gibson, Gabrielle Hurd, Kendera Ann McLean, and Shantice Renee Olish Wilkinson. UB's presidential fellowships are offered to students with truly exceptional academic records to support their pursuit of a doctoral degree. The presidential fellows among this year's graduates are Tanya Aho, Bibiswan Chatterjee, Jackie Louise Chow, Corey Damon, Whitney Fosco, Joseph Hall, John Houston, Tara Alexandra Hudson, Patrick Charles McDonald, Betsy Lauren Plum, David Strittmatter, Alexander Yarborough, and Janzhao Zhu. Fulbright scholarships are prestigious awards won through national competition by promising graduate students who wish to pursue an academic year of self-designed study or research in a foreign country. Among this year's graduates, the recipients of Fulbright scholarships are Massimo Betelo, Somalia Goro, Tenzin Metak, Kyungran Park, Naila Sahar. Audience, please join me in recognizing and celebrating these special achievements of these graduates. You may be seated. President Tripathi will now confer the degrees authorized by the State University of New York Board of Trustees. Will the candidates for the master's degree in the College of Arts and Sciences please stand and remain at your seats? President Tripathi, on behalf of the graduate faculty, I have the honor of recognizing these candidates. They have met all the requirements of the university and are recommended to you by the faculty for a master's degree.
By the authority of the trustees and the Chancellor of the State University of New York and the council and the faculty of the University at Buffalo, I now confer upon you the degree of master's with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Congratulations.
Will the graduates please be seated? And now the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences will present the college graduates.
Will the graduates with master's degrees in the arts and humanities please stand and come forward? President Tripathi, as Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, I now present these graduates with master's degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences.